out there getting set. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes...
Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now through this defense moving forward.
And the returner will be dragged down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a...
Makes the catch down the right side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. A terrific throw that time, and when you play quarterback here, there's a pretty rich legacy to try to live up to.
And just finding that guy that just makes it look easy. I think the Vols fans will really appreciate that, when a guy that can push it down the field, make the right decisions consistently, be smart at that quarterback spot.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And the Vols moving quickly to the line. He'll just keep slinging it. They're bringing heat. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Hands it off. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And third and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Cradles it at the 35. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Took them a little while to settle into this game, but this offense has it going here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, a little bit of a feeling out.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. He's 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Touchdown, Michigan. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. Fair catch called for and made. First down here for the offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. It's complete to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Hand off from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. A strike downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got his man on the right.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
Running to the left. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Using his legs, it's Marks. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. On the option. The pitch. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on third. They're looking for an advantage to the right. On the move at the 30. He's loose. The 40. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Offense set for a first down play. They go to the ground. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The run from the shotgun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Connection to the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Throws to the tight end. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it. So, Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to pass. It's Sims. Gonna let it fly. It's complete. A huge pickup. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
unloads quickly. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. The Wolverines want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Dances away to buy time. He'll turn it loose out to the right. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set for the second half kickoff. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Took a shot as he threw. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Tennessee. In other schools around the country, Slippery Rock 35, Seton Hill University 14.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Bringing it back. Past the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get 1 pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not liken it to the way Leinart and Bush and Lendale White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams? The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Hit as he throws. Got him downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Keeps the legs moving. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
On the ground, it's Marks. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. This is a designed run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
A 3rd and long coming up here. They'll try the jet sweep, going for the first down. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive in this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. He tries to take the top off. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
The play action fake. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They keep attacking through the air. Throwing right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
And that is no good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Michigan 42, Tennessee 21.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's looking on the right side. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, trying to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. It's reverse. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And how about this offense showing you a little bit of everything, getting the running backs, getting the receivers now involved down here in the red zone, trying to create some space, make something happen to try to get in the end zone.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
He runs out of bounds at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, Tennessee.
On the
The Vols trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to power it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
And I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Tennessee, 21.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. Snowed under by the defense.
And really nice job by the defense. Understanding the situation. We know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice 3rd down stop.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull. And now the Bulls, the offense back on top of it. That's going to be a safety, but trust me, that could have been much, much worse. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Is brought down at the 40, and the Tennessee offense will take over 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And his first throw here is incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Bland. Throws for the tight end. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Unloads to the right. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Safe completion on the screen. At the 35, he's open. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
He'll keep it himself. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late.
Touchdown, Wolverines! And the beatdown has ensued.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the point after is good. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. First down for this offense. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. To the air, it's Bland. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now through the play caller, certainly through the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Fires to the right. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
And the Volunteers are flying down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. He's going for it all. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to get the first through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught over the middle. It's Buchanan. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Bland. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Trying to make magic with his feet. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Volunteers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Feeling some heat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from him. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense getting him to the ground for no gain.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it to the left looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. What a perfect play call to get the score.
And you're watching the backside in all your runs, making sure that backside, they're not cheating, not flying to the football. The offense saw something, caught him in it. The defense didn't have an answer. The reverse works to perfection.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Sims. Setting up the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. In that loss last week, he just never got comfortable. Threw 3 picks, but much better today.
Much better taking care of the football. Listen, being the leader, he made the one mistake, but did a good job moving on from it, leading this offense, and ultimately getting the dub today.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Got a man. It's Sanders. Open space at the 25. And he'll be first out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. Looking to move it through the air. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. He wants to throw it again. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Bland. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he could and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. On the run, fires downfield. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Touchdown, Michigan. How about that D coming up with a play like